newscast got interrupted by a sudden commercial I wasn't anticipating. Hey, welcome everybody. It's Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org, and on the Facebook on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And I am not alone, my friends. If you're watching online, you can see in the corner a gentleman who has not been on this program in quite some time, Mr. Peter White.
Right. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been quite a long time.
How long?
It's been months and months and months.
Wow.
And months. And, of course, in the corner with you is the giant cardboard Peter White head.
Right. Kind of surreal, right?
It must be. I mean, it must be particularly strange for you.
Well, I see it every day. It's like part of the room now. But, I mean...
But you're not usually that close to him.
No. It loses its flavor as you get closer to it.
I mean, you can probably feel him breathe on you. But it's you.
You're right.
It's like you can feel yourself breathing on you.
I think the illusion happens as you look far away, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're up close, you can't tell, really.
Right. It's almost like you're just looking at a big cardboard head, but you're not aware that it's you fully.
It's an illusion.
And I've said this on the show before. At first, when that first became a part of the decor, if I may use that term, I think that might be French, here in the room, I found it a little unsettling in the beginning, but then I grew to find it comforting because I feel as though having the giant cardboard Peter White head, I feel as though you're always here watching over everything in case something goes wrong.
Well, I don't know if that's why it's there.
Okay.
But, yeah, it is surreal. I do look at it every day, too, but I don't think of it like that. You know what I mean? It's just there every day, so you just kind of take it for granted.
Right.
Now that I'm up so close to it, well...
It's like a whole new perspective.
Right, yeah.
Yes. Well, very good. Well, it's wonderful to have you here, and we're going to be joined by someone else via Skype in just a little bit.
Oh, really?
But I never say on the air that he's going to be joining us because I don't know if you've ever noticed this about him, but he's not always the most reliable guy. So, so we'll see. We'll see if he Skypes in. But I think he's excited to Skype in today at 4:15, unless you've scared him off somehow.
I don't think so. No,
it's someone you know very well.
Right. He's going to come at me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
You think he'll come at you?
Yeah, he'll have some sort of dig.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, very good. Very good.
Oh, my ride's here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, no.
Did you hear that horn?
I did hear the horn,
right.
Yeah. I cracked the window open there. It's funny, some days I get here and it's like chilly in here, and other days it's very warm.
Right. I shut that door, and it is warm in here. It feels good, though.
Yeah.
I see you're always wearing a short sleeve shirt, too.
That's true.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, don't you get cold?
Sometimes.
Right, because it's chilly here in the morning.
I don't like a long sleeve. I don't even like wearing a big, bulky winter coat. I
hate it. I hate this whole, I say it all the time. I can't stand this weather.
Yeah, you're not a winter guy.
Well, you know what? I grew up here. Yeah, I mean, I get it. We have to go through it.
Yeah.
Like they say, as you get older, forget it.
I'm the same way. I don't like winter either. Although now, what's odd about me, and I don't know why this is, but because you're supposed to dislike winter more as you get older,
right?
But for whatever reason, I mind it less. I'll never like winter,
right?
But the cold, as I get older, bothers me less and less. And I don't know why that is, because it's supposed to be the opposite.
Right.
So I don't know if I'm just turning into a crusty old man as I get older, and eventually I'll just be like, I don't care about the cold at all. Doesn't bother me. I'm old and I don't care. I don't know. Maybe I'm going in that direction.
I've been bundling up since the 90s.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you feel like the winters, because
bundling up.
You grew up here, don't you? Are you thinking of something specific when you chuckle at that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just the word bundling up.
Oh,
it sounds like something my mother or grandmother would say. Don't forget to bundle up. It's going to be cold.
I didn't know if maybe you were thinking about the time that when the Moose was your co-host on the morning show, and it was going to be 60 degrees one day instead of 70 in the summer, and he's like, bundle up out there.
Oh yeah,
and that's what I think of when I hear that.
Don't put your shovels away yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
But don't you feel like the winters here have gotten easier than they were when we were kids?
I don't know. I mean, I guess when you're a kid, it doesn't matter how cold it is. You're going to go outside and do your thing.
Yeah.
Just to get out of the damn house.
Yeah.
But now I see kids outside playing now, and it's like 15 degrees. I'm like, those crazy kids.
Right. I know. They should be inside where it's warm.
Right. Probably listening to The Weeknd.
Yes. The Weeknd performed at the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
The halftime show. Now, what is the big? I didn't watch it. I'm not a football guy, but did you watch it?
Yeah, I went to bed around that time.
Oh, but did you see the halftime show?
Yeah, I saw. I mean, I didn't watch it like with my eyes right on it. It was in the background. It was, a lot of people complaining about it and stuff, and it's just like, we're sorry that's not the music that you used to smoke doobies to in high school.
Right.
You just don't get it. I mean,
yeah,
I don't get it either, but I get it why they do it because
right.
it's just not aimed at our generation anymore.
Well, it goes both ways, right? Like some years they'll have someone contemporary, and other years at the Super Bowl they'll have like a heritage act, if you want to use that term.
Right.
Like
a Rob Dion caliber performer. Right. The Daddios.
Right.
The Daddios down there he's in a group, Rob.
He is?
He's in a group called the Swingin' Daddios, or I think that's the name of it. And they perform at Mohegan Sun.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the magic of Rob Dion.
Very nice. We have our first call of the show today. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hooah.
Hooah. I know that hooah. It's Tony D from the Tony D Show.
All right.
In Philadelphia.
And Peter White is there today. That's nice.
Tony couldn't believe that we had a place where you can go hot tubbing here in the city.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, not currently.
Yeah.
But...
I couldn't believe it. I was like, never heard of something so disgusting in my life.
Right. Well, when you come visit, it's the first place we'll go.
But that's not currently open, is it?
I'm not. I heard it was.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound.
I heard I heard it's bubbling over there at the tub shop.
That doesn't sound good.
Right.
Big bubbles of COVID.
Right. I don't know. I think that. No, I think the chemicals kill that anyway.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. Chlorine kills everything.
Paulie C used to burp the tubs after every use.
I just had an idea. Maybe there's a way that we can ingest COVID safely. Give the lungs ingest chlorine rather.
Right.
Give the lungs a cleaning, like a cleaning.
A good cleaning.
Yes.
At the tub shop.
At the tub shop. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We should you know what we should do? We should turn the tub shop into a vaccination site. So once you get vaccinated, you go take a nice hot tub afterwards.
Right.
Relax.
Right. If you can get into the 103 tub, it's very, very hot.
Wow.
At first, it's like
good.
burning. Yeah. At first, it's like burning, and then you get used to it.
Wow.
Right.
Do they come in with like refreshments?
No,
when you're there? Like,
no.
do they come in,
you lock the door behind you.
like, are you allowed to bring refreshments with you?
Well, you can do it. If you have a bag or something, sure, bring in some beers or something. However you want to party.
Like a BYOB.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much food.
Maybe
I
a
bring.
scrapple sandwich.
Well, okay, if that's what you like.
A what?
Scrapple.
What's that?
It's just some sort of grossness.
Is that like a Philly thing?
Yeah, it's just not even. It's just not. Shouldn't even be a thing.
I've learned a lot about Philly from Tony D.
Right, it's a whole different ballgame down there.
I didn't know recent. Okay, now Peter, I'll ask you while Tony's on the phone with us. Did you know the thing about the pizza? Like you can order a pizza well done or what? Like I didn't know this until recently.
You can do that. You can do that here, Matt.
I know, but I didn't know until recently. And
right. If you want a pizza that's like floppy and you like that. You like a pizza to hold up and you want your crust to be a little crispy, you can get it well done.
I didn't know.
And the cheese bubble's nice, too. It almost like caramelizes. Am I right, Tony D?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. When he said he didn't know what it was, I was like,
Yeah, I'd never heard of this.
Most of these places, your food is made to order.
Well, yeah, but...
How about this, Peter?
Yeah?
Jeet.
What is it?
Jeet. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. Is it? I'm afraid to find out. What is it?
That's how you say, did you eat down here? Jeet. Jeet.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Oh,
they just kind of mash the words together.
Why do you guys do that?
I don't know. You're asking me questions. Look, I was brought up this way.
Right.
It's just the way it is. We got our own vocabulary down here. I don't know.
Yeah, we do it too. We're guilty. We're guilty of it.
I mean, you guys roll your R's up there. Like when you really got someone up there. Like when I talk to Christian, his R's, like for some reason, like his R's sound extremely strange to me. And Jenny too. Jenny's accent is strong to me. Like when I talk to Jenny,
no kidding. It's almost a New York accent. Like she's from Brooklyn. Like she's from Brooklyn.
It's like Crazy Joe met Q or whatever.
Right.
No. Well,
is that a real accent on Jenny?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, she's from Massachusetts
she's from
originally.
The Bronx? Is she from the Bronx?
No. She's from Mass. But Jenny though is one of those people, and I've said this. I don't think she'll mind if I say this. I've said this on the air before. She's one of those people who her accent comes and goes.
Really?
Like sometimes she'll drop her R's, and sometimes she won't.
Yeah.
You know,
when you're paying attention, that's why.
Yeah.
It happens to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that with Christian. When I talk to him on the phone, like I notice it when he's talking to me.
Well, he's from the backwoods of New Hampshire, so.
The backwoods.
You know.
Hey, I wanted to answer you guys a question. Have you guys seen any of this Trump impeachment stuff yet today? It's pretty hilarious, to be honest with you. The attorneys for Trump are out there trying to do this defense against, for him. And Matt, when I tell you, like, their attorneys are like everyone that's in like the Facebook Live that's commenting is like, is this a defense trial or is this just trying to just say that like it's okay to be an ass, pretty much.
Right.
Well, the thing is, they don't have to try that hard because they're going to. Trump's defense team knows the senators, these Republican senators, are going to vote to acquit. So in the end, it doesn't matter. So they don't really have to try. You know what I mean?
No, they're trying.
The video that they posted on the opening of the trial.
Yeah.
You watch that video, and if you were to vote that this guy did not do something, it really makes you look bad. Like the video was things that I haven't even seen these videos before until they threw it all together, and then they put Trump's speech over top of it while he's talking about attack the Capitol, and then like you're watching this video and you're saying to yourself, if you vote that this man did not cause this, you look like there's a problem because there's pictures and things that were being said about hanging Pelosi and we're going to come up here with 30,000 guns and do what we need to do. Like there was things that I didn't even hear yet until that video was played. Like, there's so much video that like you have no choice but to look at that and say, well, if I vote against this, then I'm just not American.
My favorite clip though is the guy that is confronting a security guard and he goes, "Yeah, we were sent here by your boss."
Yeah. Trump is your boss.
Yeah, come on.
I know.
I'm disgusted, man. I'm disgusted because I guess ultimately, I mean, the only thing that they're trying to do at the end of this is make sure that he can't run again, right? Is that what the main goal is here? Is that he can't run again?
Yeah. What about the whole "I love you, go home now"? That's my favorite. Just the way he says it. Go home now.
Yeah.
And they all went home.
Yep, exactly. Well, Daddy told them it was time to go home.
Time to go home.
Time to go home and have a nap or something. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He's not coming up to be on the stand or anything like that, right?
No.
They avoided that.
That would be a disaster for him. No, that got shot down pretty quick, although it would be great television.
Right.
Yeah, will be good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, anywho, just wanted to check in with you fellas. I hope you guys stay safe.
All right.
We're getting more snow, so that's probably coming up your way also.
Oh, it's here, but it's a dud. The storm has been a total dud for us. It's been nice. Actually, it's been a relief.
Yeah, we're getting more tomorrow, and then we're getting more Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
All right.
It's coming your way, so.
Well,
I hope it misses us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anywho, be good, fellas.
All right, Tony
I'll
D.
be on the other side listening.
All right, man. Take care. Bye-bye.
Tony D. Now, is Tony D. at work right now?
I think he's. I think he gets home from work early.
Right.
I think
he starts early.
He starts early. Yes.
He's an early riser. He works in feeders over at the Big Brown.
Oh, is that where he works?
Yeah, a truck driver, a tractor trailer driver.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, Big Tony D.
We've been joined via Skype. Well, I have to hit it. He has theme music here. Let me hit that. There we go. When you hear that sexy saxophone, that can only mean one thing. Tony D's back. It's very strange. Is that Gonzo?
Gonzo?
He's doing his impression of me back to me.
I know, yeah. I'm familiar with his work.
Yes.
that Peter White over there?
That's Peter White, yeah.
Is that a recording?
No, that's the actual Peter White. If you hear a recording, that's usually the giant cardboard Peter White head. Right. But this is actually Peter White.
It's past 2:00. What's he doing there?
Why don't you mind your own business?
Yeah.
Peter, good to hear you.
Yeah, good to I guess hear you.
I see you on channel 97. You're looking in my apartment, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I can see right through your television. Put some clothes on, man.
Wow. This is very creepy. This is kind of creepy.
Yeah, people don't realize I can see through their televisions.
I didn't know that. Now, fortunately, we don't have a television in my home, so
okay. Well, that's good.
Can you also see us through the computer?
No.
Good.
No. Only a regular TV.
That's a big relief.
Right.
Yes. We cut the cord in my home. We don't even have cable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It is cut the cord day, by the way. Or was it yesterday?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's cut the cord. Wow. Time to cut the cord.
Right.
See,
what metaphor that is. That could mean anything.
Well, right. That's true.
Did you cut the cord, Gonzo?
No. Yeah. Oh, I did. Yes. But my cord has been cut plenty of times, too.
We don't know what that means, but...
From a metaphorical state, you got to cut the cord eventually, buddy. Like, let go of Gonzo.
Right.
Oh no! Are you? What is something? Are you sick? Are you all right? What's going on?
No.
What is this in reference to?
Telling us we got to let go of Gonzo. Are you dying?
No. That the term "cut the cord" means like, hey, you've been carrying this guy too long, type of thing.
Well, who are you carrying? Are you how can you possibly carry anybody?
I think he means we've been carrying him.
Oh,
and it's time to cut the cord.
That makes more sense.
He's ready to fly on his own.
It's time to cut the cord with Gonzo. All right, Gonzo. Have a great afternoon, buddy.
I didn't expect it to end this way. Wow.
So you heard me wrong.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
My cord has been cut a few times.
Right.
Well, yeah,
but not by the WMNH family.
Right.
Oh, that's a big relief.
By who, though? By who?
Oh, I'm 41 years old. Like, it's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
But regardless, I did cut the cord, and I'll tell you what, it is weird. It's like cutting into calamari.
Did you mean like the umbilical cord when your child was born?
I did.
Yeah, oh, right.
Right.
And I snipped it.
I also did, too.
Oh, so you should have known what he meant. I'm not a parent, so I have not experienced that.
Yeah, no, I did.
Did you really?
Yeah, they give you these big scissors.
Is it weird? I would think it'd be weird.
I don't really remember. It's kind of surreal because you just saw a baby come out of another human being. It's like, whoa.
Next thing you know, somebody's handing you something to cut things with. I mean, I would think it'd be very confusing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I realize it's a big distraction measure, only to disguise the fact that they're doing 20 plus stitches on your wife underneath where you're cutting.
Well, that sounds gruesome.
Right.
It's like, here, take these scissors. We're just going to do this real quick.
And you're right there. You can see everything.
I'm so glad I don't have any children. This all sounds, childbirth sounds horrifying.
It is. It's horrible.
Wow. Boy.
I mean, it's not great, but it's kind of cool having a kid.
A bunch of dudes talking about having babies. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
Wow.
It must be awful. That must be very painful.
Well, that's why, women are, I'll tell you what.
We're sick, man.
Women are stronger than men in two key ways. One, as men, we could not handle the pain of childbirth that a woman goes through.
Are you kidding? I can't even. Oh, my God. No.
And two, women are better about getting sick than we are. Like
women are better at just about everything, to be honest with you.
Well, yes.
And it's time for dudes to realize that.
I think if women ran the world, there'd be less war.
Oh, my God, please.
There'd be definitely less war.
Just let them.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Right.
How about you, Gonzo? Should we? Gonzo, you've talked about your wife is very successful, so she's probably in charge anyway.
Well, in comparison to him,
no.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. She's the breadwinner. What's that?
I'm still in charge.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So she's not listening, obviously, if you're saying this.
No,
You're not in
she's
charge,
working right
dude.
now.
You're not in charge.
Right.
You're so not in charge.
Right.
No, I'm not in charge. I'm not in charge at all.
Where's your
I'm
father?
I'm such a wussy when it comes to that. I will totally give in because it's stupid not to.
Put your father-in-law on the phone.
No, shut up.
No,
Peter.
put the father-in-law on the phone. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Conversations we have off the air.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's see what kind of nonsense you're really doing over there.
Don't be that reporter who goes, off the record on the record.
Right.
That would be terrible.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I mean, I think it'd be great to get your father-in-law on the phone.
Oh boy, I don't think it would.
Okay.
Does he listen to the show? I mean, if he's a Trumper, I might have driven him away.
No, he doesn't like Trump at all.
Oh, okay. All right.
He gets in Facebook fights all the time.
Really?
Is he just disappointed in his son-in-law?
I think there's something to that. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
I think there's imagine where my daughter could be.
Right. Is he? So he doesn't fall for the artist thing, right?
No one does.
Right.
No one does.
I do. I think it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm falling for it, but I'm telling you, it's not like I recommend to be an artist to anybody in the world. It is a pain in the ass, and it's a burden, and it's debilitating to one's life. It really is.
Really, you could do something and still practice the art.
Well, I could, but my wife makes good money, so.
Right, and then you're not paying for childcare, right?
No, I'm not.
Right, because you're a hands-on dad. You're a hands-on dad.
Plus, Peter, I got news for you, buddy.
Okay, I'll take it.
Not like I don't plan on. Yeah. First of all, who's coming at who?
I'm not coming at anybody.
Oh.
You said the Skyper was going to come at me.
I just said
Take your ride.
Put your father-in-law on the phone.
I'd love to talk to him.
Let's get him.
We have questions.
Is he home?
Maybe I could get him to call in. I don't know.
That'd be great. Wow.
It would be great.
Yeah.
But the artist thing, there's a very good chance that, see, my wife's earning ceiling is a ceiling. Artists can make infinite amounts of money. So.
But I don't understand. What do you mean about your wife's earning ceiling? Like, is she at the top of her profession and she can't possibly make any more money than she already does?
She's an accountant and she's running out of rungs.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Okay, what's next?
I don't know. Maybe I have no idea, but it's pretty good now because
maybe give her a little break, and maybe you can maybe give her a little break, and maybe you hit the pavement.
Yeah.
Hit the pavement. No,
looking for a good job, man. Go back to Bob's, man. You love that place.
Yeah, I don't know about that because it's a little hard to sell furniture during these times, but I'll keep that in mind.
Really, it is.
But I think I'm going to do the art thing for a while.
Christian Lacoste just got a job at Bob's.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Good job, Christian.
Yeah. Says his furniture's flying out the door.
Yeah.
During these times.
Hey.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I saw an article online the other day. Bob's is booming.
They're having a hard time keeping up inventory.
Yeah.
Many people are buying furniture.
Everything's out of stock right now for like 3 months right now. So you can't buy anything and get it in the next couple months.
Right.
That's a bummer. People like that point of purchase decision. They want that stuff now,
Yeah, take the floor model for a couple dollars off.
Mm-hmm.
Out the back. Yeah, I used to do that. It's probably why I'm not there anymore.
Wait, what?
I left on my own accord, though.
What did you used to do exactly? What are you confessing to?
Out the back.
Out the back stuff.
What, you mean like stealing furniture? Are you saying you stole furniture?
Oh, how do you do that?
Not stealing. Say someone would want a delivery and they didn't want to pay the $229.
Yeah.
I'd get it to them.
Well, let's face it. They're not selling family heirlooms kind of furniture over at Bob's, right?
Wow. Would you go to training there? Because you sound...
Yeah, it's very,
family heirlooms is a very in the biz term.
But it's discount furniture. It's not the greatest.
Sure is. It's made in Mongolia,
right?
And some of it's made in Vietnam, and some of it's not made in America.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, So some of it's made in Vietnam and some of it's not made in America. Is what you're saying?
Most of it is not. Most of it isn't.
What's in the Bobapedic?
I love it when people came in and they're like, "Do you have it? Is this made in America?" It's like, "Is it $7.99?" No.
Right.
What do you think?
What are you looking at? It's not even a bed.
Go to Lazy Boys.
Right. Pay double.
$7.99 for a set.
Yeah. What's the mattress filled with? Oh, leaves.
The memory foam. Actually, the Bobapedics. Those are pretty decent. The whole thing is like, if you're gonna purchase at Bob's, which is great if you want stuff for 5 years. You buy the protection plan for 5 years and you're good. Anything else is all in borrowed
sounds
time.
awful.
I feel that Bob's Furniture sponsorship slipping away.
Right.
It just got shivers.
Bob's not even around anymore.
Hey guys, have I mentioned the Goof Proof to you guys yet? I think it's a great idea. Oh my God, what am I doing?
Okay, what do you do? What are you doing?
Slipping back into Bob's character.
What happened to Bob? You said Bob's not around anymore?
No, it's just he's just a claymation character on TV.
We're gonna have to cut the cord with Bob now too.
Yeah, good one.
First Gonzo
Bob's
and now
around.
Bob. Well,
Bob's around. They're just characterizing him like they did with the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy.
Yeah, I thought he has nothing to do with the company anymore, right?
No, he's just Bob. He does all the charity work, actually.
Yeah,
him and that girl Linda.
Linda? Who's Linda?
The other lady.
The blonde girl. It's not his wife though. They're high school friends.
That's not his wife?
No.
And they sell mattresses? That's terrible. That's scandalous.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
No. I know.
Wow.
Bob should make an honest woman of her.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not. No, Bob's married.
Linda's a cheap floozy. I apologize if there's any children listening who heard me say that. I don't like to work blue, but
hey, Mike Lindell single.
Oh, there you go. What does he put in? Apparently that My Pillow. He like his innovation. I heard today is it's got styrofoam in it.
Yeah,
and
it
molds,
like old styrofoam cups.
Molds to your head.
Yeah, it's not that.
That's really loud. Can you believe it?
It's not even a good pillow.
Right.
You know, it's made of It's actually made of that pink insulation that if you touch it as a kid, it gets all over you, and it just I think it's that.
I think it's made of extra Flex Seal tape they never sold.
Right.
Oh.
Something. Right.
Well, that just
Flex Seal.
That sounds wonderful.
Right.
Well, we actually have. I have a surprise for you guys. Actually, we have a new. Well, I've been talking with Mr. Lindell about coming on as a sponsor, and I told him as kind of a test run we would run this. So, and then you guys can tell me what you think if it'll play.
Have you not been wearing a mask or social distancing? Did you recently attend a Trump rally? Then you or someone close to you is probably laying down. Hi, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor and CEO of My Pillow. No one should underestimate the value of a good rest. And I should know. When I was addicted to crack, passed out on a deserted street during a bender in Mexico, I realized this curb's doing zero favors for my neck. Then after talking directly to God and not myself, My Pillow was born. Years later, after a settlement for deceptive ads and an F from the Better Business Bureau, I'm a multimillionaire. How? Because America! There's no problem that a pillow can't solve. Freebasing in an alley? You're gonna want My Pillow. A woman wants to choose what she can do with her own body? That's gonna need a pillow. Wife left you in an ugly divorce? Use about 8 pillows. And if you vote Trump come November, you can get 2 of My Pillows for the price of 2 of My Pillows. Call my new number now.
So gross.
What do you guys think? I mean, does he fit in with the our WMNH family of sponsors? Or
it's just so bad.
He did ask me for a discount. Apparently, he's got some pending litigation that he thinks is going to decrease his budget as far as what he can spend on advertising.
I think the days of My Pillow are over.
Oh, all right.
That's all Mike Doyle sleeps in.
Oh yeah,
My Pillows, and he even had Mike Lindell make him a special mattress with My Pillow foam.
Wow, no kidding. Wow,
yeah. He doesn't sweat at night.
50% of the country has a My Pillow.
Right, he doesn't sweat at night now.
Yeah,
right. It's cooling foam from the My Pillow people.
Well, I'm sure there's you got to figure there's about 75 million Americans who probably sleep with My Pillow. So there you go. Oh, that reminds me, Peter. I don't know why that reminds me, but I did want to ask you about this. So I guess Mike Pelopita brought this in for you, this book.
Yeah.
It Hurts When I Poop.
Yeah. I was having some problems a couple weeks ago.
How are you feeling?
Better. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Now, did you figure out was it something you ate? Was it food poisoning?
We don't know. It sounds like I don't know. I don't know what it was.
All right. Well, very good. I just want to make sure.
My body healed itself.
Yes. Very good. Okay.
But thank you for being concerned.
Well,
why did you want to read it?
No, I actually did read some of it. Now I don't have that problem, but it did remind me of probably my earliest childhood memory is, and this is true. I'm not saying this to be funny. 100% true. When I was potty trained, when I sat on the potty seat for the first time and did my business, I cried afterward because I thought something important fell out of me.
Right.
Yeah. So like
a body part or something.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like,
hard time letting it go.
Yeah.
Like a piece of you.
Did you go in and get it, Matt?
No, I did not. I did not.
Like a piece of you.
Body part?
Right. Like a piece of you was missing.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And I cried, and my mother explained it to me, and
you'll grow a new one, Matt. You'll grow a new one.
Right.
Sometimes you still get sad, don't you?
Oh boy, I sure do. Scott Robinson says, I have a MyPillow.
Why would he have a MyPillow?
Yeah.
Come on, Scott.
Jenny says...
Will I ever grow another tail?
Jenny says he sounds constipated, but I think she was referring to the MyPillow guy in the ad. Wow. There you go.
I know, right.
So let me ask you guys.
Right.
You're both parents. Peter, of course, you have a full-grown daughter, and Gonzo has a little bambino. My mother, I have no children, but my mother sent me a letter recently, and she said in the letter, and I read it on the air. I received it right before the show, and she was talking about a conversation we recently had where I said I had lost my faith in humanity.
Really?
And it bothered her as my mother to hear me say that, and she's feeling that too. But it bothered her to hear me as her child say that.
Right.
And I wonder, like, is that something you've ever thought about as a parent, Peter? Like when your daughter was growing up, like what kind of a world is our generation leaving for her generation? Or have you ever contemplated that kind of thing?
Growing up, when she was growing up, it was just our own little world. You know what I mean? I didn't really, I basically raised her on values that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So she grew up very similar to the way I grew up, and in a good support system and all that. But I never really thought that. I was like, no, I didn't think that. She, she was little when 9/11 happened and all that.
Yeah.
You had to go through all that, and it was just part of her growing up. I guess.
Yeah. You never worried about just like, I don't know, like when I
do
think
more now. I guess I would say more now.
Okay,
because she's gonna be 20, she's gonna be 24 next week. Next week.
Yeah.
24, man.
Wow. Yes, Gonzo.
What Pierre said. Now that this whole thing is happening, and having a 1-year-old, it certainly heavies the situation for sure. While you're trying to get to tomorrow every day, because he's running around, it does loom on you. What if he's gonna turn 2 pretty soon? Now he has to wear a mask on an airplane. All these little things go in your head.
Yeah, and
it does kind of weigh on you because it's your job to kind of give him the best.
Right.
But at the same time, it does suck to answer your question. It sure does suck. I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. It must be strange. I mean,
you look at him in the face and you're like, God, you could do anything, but can you?
Right.
And it just sucks, thinking how fun it would be at Chuck E. Cheese or just stuff like that.
Right, right. What does he call your father-in-law?
Bampy.
Oh, yeah. Is Bampy around?
Why Bampy?
I don't know.
It's like Grampy, but it's Bampy.
Well, I know why. Because the kids before his other grandkids, that's how they pronounced Grandpa or something.
Right,
Bampy. And it just stuck, and that's kind of what he was told to call him.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's Bampy doing right now?
I don't know. I think he's doing something around the house. He's pretty hands-on.
Really?
He's probably
always has a project going on?
He's probably getting ahead of this storm, probably getting on the driveway.
Right. Shouldn't you do that, though?
What storm?
Yeah, shouldn't you be helping him out? I mean, the guy, how old is Bampy?
No, I do.
How old is Bampy?
I don't know, 60-something.
Right, and he's out there shoveling, and you're inside fooling around with us.
Yeah, who shovels the driveway? Does he do it all himself?
Pretty much. He does it all.
You're the worst, man.
Wow.
Poor Bampy.
I have to create, Peter.
Right.
Right. That's right.
Of course I help him. I'm not like, of course.
You're not helping him now.
Yeah, because you're a big guy. I can imagine you out there shoveling.
Right no, not the second. No, I'm not.
Well, then what do you mean?
I'm not in my driveway right now.
What do you mean ahead of the storm though? What storm? This storm turned out to be a dud.
I don't know, man. I haven't left the basement all day, so I heard it was snowing.
Bear, it's like been flurries off and on all day. There is no storm. Is he just saying that he's going out to get ahead of the storm because he's avoiding you?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I pretty much just stay down and avoid everything and do my art. And I have to make sure I'm available for my wife when she needs me.
Ah,
right.
yes.
Right.
Or, those nooners come quick.
Well, that's
I got two jobs. I got to get her water and lunch, and then I get to be able to,
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a discussion. That's a discussion for the other show. That's for Matt Connarton Unsheathed.
Does Bampy know this is going on under his roof? Does Bampy know what's going on?
That he hasn't. He has to. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
Well, yeah, I guess. You are married though, so
right.
Still
though, it's under Bampy's roof. Mm-hmm. Come on, guys.
Well, Micah needs a brother, man.
Oh, that's right. You're trying to.
Right, he's securing another 2 years over at Bampy's.
I forget. Well, when I was a young man, I actually got what got me kicked out of my parents' house was my father didn't like something he heard had gone on.
Really?
In the home, and
you were doing something in the house?
Yeah, and
it got caught.
It got back to him.
You got caught making love?
Not in real time, but a certain young lady's mother angrily called my father. And my dad was very upset and said, and I still remember this to this day, said that I had, quote, violated his value system.
Yeah, you did.
And I was kicked to the curb, out on the streets for a living.
Right.
Yes.
You're like, fine, I'll call your wife mom.
Right.
It was too late. It was too late. Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So wait, this lady heard you and her daughter partying a little bit?
So this lady's
probably
daughter
got like a UTI or something.
No, what happened was
Matt's very loud.
If you really want to know, we were supposed to be going to Ponderosa. Remember Ponderosa?
Yeah.
We were supposed
it's a golden corral of its time.
Yes. We were supposed to be going to Ponderosa for lunch, and she was going to meet some of my friends. And but that was the cover story that she gave to her parents. So her parents actually went to Ponderosa and didn't see her and I there. So when I dropped her off that evening, they confronted her, and she ended up telling them the truth about what really happened. And then her parents got very angry and called my parents, and then my parents got angry with me because that was not allowed in our very Catholic household.
Wow. So you were, geez.
I was kicked out.
How old were you?
I was 19, so it was time for me to go anyway.
Yeah,
it was time for me to go.
You were a man. You were doing a man's job.
It was that's right. It was the best thing that could have happened.
Right.
Actually, it worked out very, very well.
Hey, things happen, man.
I wasn't getting along with my parents anyway, but once I was out, I got along with them great. Like not seeing them all the time.
I don't have to listen to you.
Yeah,
that type of stuff.
Sort of, yeah.
Right.
My stepmother was very, very, very passive aggressive.
But when you live under Bampy's roof, you have to live under his rules, too.
Right.
Matt, you know what you should have done? You should have seen if she had a friend to bring along. You could have double dated.
Really?
With who, though? Like, who would have been my...
Your dad.
Oh. Well, I don't know if my stepmother would have gone for that.
Right.
Well, you know.
Yeah. I found my stepmother on Facebook. She looks terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
She looks awful?
Yeah.
Are you glad, though? Are you glad?
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's like some Dorian Gray thing
Was she
going
a
on
horrible
there.
stepmother?
Well, actually, we got along great when I was younger, but when I got to be around 14, 15, things started getting a little weird. She started getting a little weird. Very uptight, you know.
Really?
She would knit angrily. Like if she was upset about something, she would sit on the couch and she would knit, but she would knit with great anger and aggression. It was very strange.
Yeah, she probably didn't like the band Kiss.
Probably not. I don't think she did. My father did, but I don't think she did. I mean, she could knock out a sweater really quickly because she was knitting, you know, furiously, but she was knitting literally furiously. Yeah. A couple nervous breakdowns. Oh, yeah.
Oh, she hated you.
Well, I don't know if she hated me. I think
sounds like it.
I think she resented me.
Yeah.
I think she resented me. Yeah.
A lot of attention went to you, right?
Yeah, well, I was the oldest child.
Right.
You know, I was my dad's firstborn.
Got a guitar for Christmas?
I did, actually. It's either a Christmas or my birthday.
I should be a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
You should. You should.
Peter,
yes.
What about you? When Abby used to have company over, did you encourage that or did you discourage that?
Well, at what age? When she was 9, I didn't care.
We'll go with 19.
Yeah, she didn't have company over. No. Why would she want to hang out at my house? She's 19.
I don't know.
Right.
Didn't know you're a prince. Like, you seem like the guy that would be like, all right, whatever, you do whatever, and I don't want to be involved in any of this.
Oh, and she's 19. She's an adult at that point. She makes her own decisions.
Right.
I'm going to encourage Mike bringing over as much company as possible.
Right, over to Bampy's. You better check with Bampy first.
Yeah, that's right. Bampy's in charge, right?
Right. Well, Bampy may not be around anymore.
Oh,
he's not part of the 20-year plan now.
No. Well, yeah. Why? You don't think he's going to be around in 20 years?
I don't think I'm going to be around here. I'm saying I'm not going to be.
I mean, if you go the way of your dad, yeah.
Well, he did. Yeah, exactly. Well, he did say, you know, we had to cut the cord, so he's already preparing us for when he dies.
I'm saying I'm going to move, Peter, not move on.
Where are you going to move?
Yeah.
Oh, eventually, in 20 years, I shouldn't be here still.
Why not?
Well, where are you going to be?
That would make me 60.
Where are you going to be? You'll be going to Micah's graduation over at Gill.
John Hopwood is 60. He lives in Manchester. You can be 60 and in
he
Manchester.
Came back.
That's
he came
right.
back after many years.
Yes, he did. He couldn't stay away.
That's right. He loves it here.
Yes.
Tell you what.
Just ask him.
He's got a whole different attitude right now. He is all about mixing it up on his show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're his co-host.
He's going after people locally.
Oh, yeah. We don't do that on this show.
Right.
No.
We do it on our show.
It is verboten.
Few people, we can't do that now.
Yeah.
So when you call yourself Matt Connarton Unleashed, you're really Matt Connarton Leashed.
Well, you know, unleashed, but with still certain restraints. There are two. I mean, it's only two on the list of individuals that I am not supposed to talk about.
Right.
And only one individual who is banned from the show. And that individual who's banned isn't even a real person, but a character. The actual person is still allowed on the show, just not the character.
That's Stacey Wilcox.
Yes, I did hear Stacey Wilcox on your show via Skype or phone or whatever.
Yeah, I had no idea. Great. I had no idea he wasn't supposed to be on.
Oh, he just called in?
Well, no, he's just banned from my show.
No, I knew he was calling in, but I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
But I'm not allowed to have him on my show anymore.
He was pretty reeled in, though.
I was out fetching you a muffin.
That's right. Which I hope you bring in on Thursday morning.
Mm.
Sure thing, man.
That's great. How much do they cost over there?
I don't know. It was like $10, though.
All right. I'll take, so 2 muffins, $10. Perfect.
Yeah, and Daryl can eat half of it and then put half in the freezer for next month.
He's still eating it.
Why is that? Does that not comport with his diet?
Well, no. Sometimes he'll take a meal and make 5 meals out of it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. He'll be eating it all week.
Yes.
Right.
Well, very good.
He's a wizard in the kitchen.
Oh, does he ever make dinner? Like, does he ever like
He makes
bring
dinner. Yeah, tonight he's having some sort of meatball fiesta.
No, but has he ever made dinner for you? Like, brought you food or something? Or
I have had dinner at Daryl's.
Oh.
I had corned beef and cabbage.
Ooh, corned beef. Ugh.
That's right. He makes a mean corned beef.
Yikes! Corned beef is the devil's food. Do you know my bias against corned beef?
I do.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind it.
Do you know my problem with corned beef, Gonzo?
You think it's like cheap, right, or something?
No, it's stringy, and I find that disgusting. It's the texture. It's like meat that's already been chewed.
I mean, I see your argument.
Yeah.
Why have it once a year if you're never going to eat it any other time? It must be crappy.
Well, that's a great point too. Actually, yeah.
Like, I mean, why is it okay? Why not have it the 2 weeks after that if it's so damn good?
I don't even like the smell of it. Oh God. I remember.
I could go for the taste of it right now.
Oh.
A nice thing of corned beef in here.
Oh.
Nice waxy corned beef.
Oh, waxy. Oh.
Just delicious. Like you can see fat dripping off it.
Oh, you're not selling me on it.
No, it's
wow.
delicious.
The fat. Oh,
Do you
my
like corned beef hash?
Oh God, no! I don't want anything
with potatoes.
I don't want
in it
anything with the words corned beef in them.
Dude, boiled.
So bad,
cabbage, bro.
Boiled cabbage.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't like that either. I remember a certain perennial mayoral candidate used to remember when we used to be on the river there, the old building, the old MCAM building, and we had the kitchen there, and he would make for St. Patrick's Day, he'd cook up a big feast.
Right.
And the smell of it horrified me walking into that building.
On a hot day, they say you can still smell corned beef down there.
I've heard that, yes.
I think he just cooked that to cover up his own smell.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. We won't identify who we're talking about. Just a certain mayoral.
Geez, I'd go with some corned beef right now.
Oh, boy. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so bad.
No, it's good.
Well, you're Irish, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm Irish. I should like it, but I don't.
Maybe you're Irish. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you're another type of Irish.
I guess.
Right.
I'm Irish and German, so I should like corned beef and bratwurst, I guess. But
hey, Matt, I got a question for Peter. Since we never get to hear his political views, and
once in a while,
I'm wondering how he
does.
feels about
you know how I feel about things, Gonzo.
Or about the first month that Biden's been doing. How do you think he's been doing?
I haven't been watching the news. I really haven't been. I stepped away. I haven't been watching any kind of news.
I know he's using that presidential order, like
like all presidents do when they start out.
Yes,
nowadays.
all of them do it.
Well, now we're in this cycle too, where Trump, right in the beginning, he signed all these executive orders to undo all of Obama's executive orders, and now Biden is signing all these executive orders to undo all of Trump's executive orders, undoing all of Biden's executive orders.
Typically, when a president goes into office, it starts with executive orders.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, now you're seeing every one. You never used to. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're seeing everyone. You remember former President Trump used to show everybody like he was in a kindergarten reading class or something.
Yes. He'd hold up his work.
Look what I did.
He was very proud of it.
Look what I did.
Yeah.
Well, he gave out souvenir pens to everybody in the room.
That's true. Yeah, he would. He'd give out the pens. Yeah.
What a guy.
I got the U.
Right.
Can you imagine if Trump had been president during 9/11? I mean, it would have taken himself even longer to tear himself away from my pet goat than it took W.
Yeah.
He'd be really into it.
Well, they can't speculate that though. It's
maybe in an alternate universe.
You could. Yes. Yes.
In an alternate universe, Trump is president during 9/11.
I don't know.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, Peter doesn't let loose on the politics too much.
Once in a while, he'll have a little rant, but
yes,
not much.
Yeah,
and it's kind of a smart move as a morning show host.
Well, you don't. Here's the thing: there's no sense in it. You're not going to change anybody's mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're just reacting off. Yeah. So I try not to.
I sure 90% of the listeners are all liberals anyway.
I try not to. I mean, whatever. Like, your Mike Doyles of the world. Well, there's hope for him.
I don't hear from Mike as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I get emails from him saying things like,
Right.
Calling my listeners ass kissers and things like that.
They're just ass kissers, right?
Yeah.
How do you know? You know what I mean? We can't control anybody in the Facebook Live room, though. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's like,
right.
Stop it.
Well, that's true. Well, our Facebook live chat, and I say ours because, you know, it really is a lot of the same people on both of our shows. Yeah. And what was it Tony D said? They chew glass and spit bees.
Yeah.
It gets nasty in there.
Yeah, it sure does.
Do you like it? I like when I see a brawl break out in the Facebook live chat.
Yeah, then people complain though, like it's not
Right.
how it used to be. And I'm like, well, listen, if somebody's in there and they offend you or whatever, just be your own moderator. Block them.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
The thing about it is, it kind of polices itself in a way.
Right. Well, that,
why we
So,
don't
like,
need a moderator
if
in
someone's
there.
calling and being obnoxious, and Peter can't straight up tell the person on the air, they'll let you know.
Right.
You know that you're being obnoxious and you call too much and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, where's Ron today?
Ron hasn't called yet. I like Ron.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
You had a what happened with Ron with you? Did he call you like 4 times in one show or something?
Well, no, it was one night I was just playing music and he knew I was like,
oh yeah,
here, and he for some reason he called like 5 times.
Yeah.
And he wanted to hear Why Can't We Be Friends?
Really?
Yeah.
That's specifically.
Yeah, and I said, all right, Ron.
Well, you know, when someone ignores your calls, it's the most infuriating thing. Like, you know, so maybe you should have answered the phone there, Peter.
I did. Well, yeah, but it just kept ringing and ringing. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. But I like him, though.
No, Ron's a great guy.
No, he's great.
Ron's
He once brought me Burger King here at the studio.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Lucky.
He did.
Oh, wow.
A couple other things, too. Thank you, Ron.
Couple other things.
Yeah, just a little mixed bag of a little care package. Very nice.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you, Ron.
Wow. Well, yeah, he's probably listening. Yeah, he calls. He called Retro Spectrum Radio the other night.
Oh, yeah?
With Paulie C.
Right, how'd that go?
Well. Yeah, we do that Retro Spectrum Radio Friday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. right here on WMNH.
Oh, boy.
You ever heard it, Peter?
I think Peter's probably heard the show.
I have heard it. I have. I remember the early days.
Yes.
Bell to Bell? Have you heard it, Bell to Bell?
Yes, I have. I listen to it every morning when I get here. Every Monday morning when I get here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I put it in the background.
Why don't you listen to it live? Or are you in bed by then?
I'm usually doing stuff on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Something. I'm not at the radio on Friday nights.
Yeah. Well, plus you
I listened to it this week and it was good.
Really?
It wasn't great. It was great. It was good though.
Good. Maybe I'll quiz you on it.
Shoot.
Right. I'll quiz you on Paulie C's Retro Spectrum Radio.
This Friday night we're doing old school hip hop is the subject.
I heard that.
So maybe there'll be some.
And I saw Paul's thing on Facebook, and he put "Color Me Bad" in there.
He did?
Yeah. Now, "Color Me Bad" is not old school hip hop.
I didn't see that.
Dream on, dream away.
Is that "Color Me Bad"?
I think so.
I just remember the "Sex You Up" song.
That's it, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the same song?
I wanna say, yeah.
Oh, that's not hip hop.
I know. I wanted to tell him, but I didn't want to offend him.
Yeah. Maybe one of the songs has a
right.
Maybe one of the songs has a rap in it.
So Paulie C won't be on the show tomorrow morning. I found out.
Oh, he's not.
Paulie C will not be on the morning show tomorrow, but we will still do the Baker's Dozen.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
And what is the Baker's Dozen?
It's it's 13 questions and a bonus.
Ah.
He's gonna do his game without him.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's all right. We can do it without Paulie C.
The show must go on.
Right.
Yes. Now, why won't Paulie C be there?
I don't know. He's very busy.
He's otherwise
very busy now. Now that he has his own show, he doesn't have time for the morning show anymore. And his old buddy Peter White.
Oh,
He's probably mad at you because you don't listen.
No, he's not mad at me. I don't think he's mad.
I'd be mad.
Maybe maybe he feels it's time to cut the cord.
You think
just like with Gonzo?
Right.
Yeah. Him and Gonzo and Bampa or whatever, they're all going to go off. Bampy. They're all going to go off together.
What is your mother-in-law? What is your mother-in-law called?
Mammy.
Mammy and Bampy.
I don't think we're supposed to use that word anymore.
Mammy? Yeah, you could say mammy.
Right.
You don't
I
like
never
it.
heard that.
Yeah, you don't like it. This is
Well,
Resistance
this
against
is like corned beef to Matt's ears.
in certain contexts,
okay.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
problematic.
All right. All
It's
right.
like in real estate, you can't call the bedroom a master bedroom anymore.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Let's talk about corned beef then.
Whoa, ooh, no,
Right.
that's disgusting. I'm gonna throw up if we talk about that again.
All right.
Oh boy. I'm.
So we don't say that word. I'm not going to say it because I know you don't like it. So I'm not.
Well,
going
it's
to
not
say
that I don't like it. It's just I don't think we're supposed to.
it. Right. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I'm all about changing the whatever. I mean, if people get offended, why offend? You know.
Oh, Miriam is asking, was Ron the one who brought rum cakes?
Yes.
Now,
He brought those in.
do rum cakes have actual alcohol in them? Do they have rum?
Oh my God! It was so gross. I thought ugh.
Really?
It was disgusting.
What do you know? You like corned beef?
Yeah. No, this was a disgusting rum cake. I mean,
Really? For real?
You needed a side of Coke with it.
Oh yeah. It was like you get buzz. Yeah, you get a little buzz.
Oh boy.
You're gonna jump off a bridge now.
Well, we
Really
are.
hard when you get mad at him, Peter.
That's all right, Gonzo. I'll see you on Thursday morning, right?
Yeah, I'm coming in Thursday.
And you'll have a game. You'll have a game. You'll have a game for us.
He's going to do the Baker's Dozen, I think.
I do have a
tomorrow.
Oh,
I
sorry.
do have a game.
All right.
It's going to be a secret, though.
All
It's
right.
going to involve the Facebook live participants.
Okay, that sounds good.
Does he ever actually remember to bring in a game?
No,
though?
he doesn't.
I didn't think so. Yeah. So he's not. He's not.
He never really brings anything to the table at all.
He's not really going to show up with a game, is he?
Right.
He's just
All
blowing
I
smoke.
do is get Jason mad at you.
Right.
Oh no.
That's literally all I do.
Well, all right.
Yeah, I'm always coming to bat for you, buddy.
Just takes you a few weeks sometimes.
Yes. Well, I say maybe he could use some time off.
That was 12 weeks, that little autograph on the wall.
Right.
Right, right. Little did we know you were setting a trend.
Is this first hour over yet?
Actually, it is.
All right.
Do you need to go, or can
Yeah,
you stick
I'm
with
outta
me?
here.
You got to go.
I only signed
your
up.
ride's here, Peter.
I only signed up for an hour.
25 cents parking.
I only signed up for an hour today, Gonzo.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome to stay.
I know, but thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow
Peter
morning.
White, everybody. Peter White.
Peter's
right.
going to leave us. We'll take a little break. And Gonzo, how about you? Are you sticking around?
Who? God's leaving. Yeah, I'll be here on the back end of the hour.
All right, wonderful. So Peter's going to take off. Gonzo
Later.
is going to stick around. Peter White, thank you so much, my
Oh
friend.
my God, thank you.
Always wonderful to see you. And we will take a little break and more Unleashed coming up.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are, hour number 2, Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org, and on the Facebook, on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And Gonzo, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You hesitated there. Did I catch you in the middle of something?
I had the mute button on. You know?
Oh, look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Very good. If you'd like to join us, 603-250-6007 is the number, 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476, tweet me at Matt Connarton, or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And of course, you can always interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do is give us a call, 603-250-6007. And how have you been, Gonzo?
I've been good. I mean, life is fine.
Yeah.
It's a little boring because, just being safe and all, which, I just do get to the point where I'm dying to get out of the house. So you having this daily thing, it must be kind of nice to have something you have, like, and I know what people are thinking. Well, you could get a job, but you get to do it for 2 hours and go home,
Right. That's true.
But if you didn't have the radio show, you'd probably be not doing much too either.
I would, yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I'd be doing a show from home, I'm sure, but that would,
right.
That wouldn't be as
out about, even going out to Walmart and stuff. I try to do it all at once,
Yeah, of course.
But whatever.
Yeah, what can you do? Well, I mean,
I'm starting to get confused about this whole thing. I mean, I'm just gonna keep following the rules, but I don't even know like how I can see why people get frustrated for sure.
Oh, of course.
And that breaks you, and I feel like that's kind of, what you were touching on before, like how we're not always that tough because we're used to our coddled ways, and this is not coddled enough, and I'm sitting here complaining, and I'm in a big house in the North End doing, whatever I want. But still, I like people. I like to be around people, and I like to, I don't know, kind of, that's it. I like to go to bars. I like to do things.
Yeah. That part of it's easier for me because I'm an introvert by nature. So it's like, for me, like not being able to go to a bar and hang out, it's like, well, okay.
Well, don't get me wrong. Some of the best things ever is being alone and doing your thing. I love that.
Yeah.
But I also like to, check it out. Check out the scene,
Oh, of course. Well, I do miss, spending more time at the Hop Knot, but of course, they're our wonderful sponsor. Don't go there today. They are closed because Monday and Tuesday is their weekend, but they'll be open tomorrow. And, they have delicious gourmet pretzels. They have craft beer. They have wine, but it's a very safe place to go because the staff is masked at all times and, even out back in the kitchen. And they do have the tables nice and spread apart, and they're very diligent and consistent about cleaning, disinfecting, and everything. So they take COVID very seriously there. But it's also a time too that you really want to support your local businesses as much as you can. A lot of places are, some places are doing well and are thriving, and some are really struggling through this whole thing. So, but
and some places aren't safe at all. Like you just said, the Hop Knot is safe. It's so like alarming that you walk into a place and they see you and they're like, "Oh, fix my mask." Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
They should have a thing where if you get a picture of someone, right? If you get a picture of them and you can like get 10 of them, you get a free meal or something like that.
What do you mean?
They should have some kind of repercussions because there's no real.
You mean places that aren't following the rules?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You order a sandwich and you go in there and the guy's on his phone and I get it. It's downtime.
Yeah.
And then he fixes his mask real quick.
Oh, I see that a lot. Yeah.
If you reported that guy, nothing would happen. There's no agency out there like that enforces it, right?
Not in New Hampshire that I'm aware of.
Anybody ever once been arrested for not wearing a mask?
No, not that I know of.
And arrested is nothing. Like you get arrested for getting caught graffitiing, and that's still you get let out the second day, or the second you get in there. Like that's like worst case. Now you don't wear a mask, you can literally just say, "I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it."
Yeah.
And like these people who work at Walmart, they're not going to go up to these. Anytime even if they did 50 times, they're at the point now where they're not going to confront anyone anymore.
Right.
Like I've already done all my confronting.
Well, that's one of the frustrating things about anti-maskers is, because
you're gonna tell.
Because sometimes what they'll do is like, because I've seen it when I'm in Walmart, they'll put a mask on to walk into the place, and then once they're inside, they'll just take the mask off because they know, like you said, no one's going to confront them when they're walking around in there without their mask. Because these people aren't paid enough to go, and actually you're putting yourself in danger if you confront somebody, right? Because now you've got this maskless person who you're face to face with, and there's a good chance that they're going to end up screaming in your face about freedom and liberty and Trump, because you've confronted them. So,
good chance. It's a very good chance he's looking for that conversation.
Right. Exactly.
That's why he's doing that.
Well,
in my experience, I kind of just let them take a left and then I'll go somewhere else. But I don't really mind it when you'll see a lone dog go up to him and be like, "Hey man, put your mask on." And then, like he said, he's ready for that.
Yeah.
It's like snap call ready,
Yeah.
But then it gets gross. And who likes to see people fight? It gets gross to watch. So it's really,
no
one likes, I mean, it's great on the radio and all, but no one likes in-person confrontation. That it's just awkward.
Right, it is, and it's so unnecessary. And I always go back to Japan as an example of in Japan when COVID hit, they didn't sacrifice their economy. They didn't shut everything down. They just got approximately. Estimates are about 80% of the population wearing masks in public and trying to social distance and be extra cognizant of not touching things and spreading germs and whatnot. And they were able to keep everything going. They just got everybody masking up and having a little bit of discipline, which apparently we're just not capable of in this country. That's all they did. And they drove their COVID numbers into the ground just with a little bit of discipline and everybody working together and not having a bunch of D-bags running around going, "Oh, I'm not going to wear a mask because if I wear a mask, that means I don't love my country or something, or President Trump wouldn't approve or something,
So if we could have just came into fast forward into right now, because I'd say we're about 80% at this point. I think what happened was it was weird. And can you imagine last year going and being the only one in a grocery store with a mask? You would have felt like people would have looked at you and they would have been like, "Oh my God, he's dying in front of me."
Right.
It took a while to get used to it. Now it's the opposite effect. Nobody really, even if they have immunity, even if there's no chance, they're still wearing a mask to put other people at ease.
Yeah.
That's a weird whole concept too. I hope that doesn't become a thing where people, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm going to keep following suit, but I can see why people are getting frustrated. But if we just skipped into now, I feel like it is about 80% now. For a while, it was about 50-50. I mean, just that.
Yeah.
But I think the whole Trump summer thing, I think it's cold now, and people are like, "Oh, crap. We're going to spend a lot of time indoors." And I think people are starting to see people die, people they know.
Yeah.
The guy, the whole Chris Christie argument, the guy almost died, and now he's as masky as ever.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
You see your buddy die, and then you kind of change your tune,
It's a shame, though, that for so many people, that's what it takes, that people are so narcissistic that until it's right in their face and actually directly affects them, until that happens, they just don't care. And that's why I made that comment to my mother, and then she wrote that letter to me about it, about how I've lost so much faith in humanity because so many people still just don't care. The Super Bowl in Tampa, all these people in the streets without masks. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida, who's a psycho in my opinion, he was there without a mask, and he's the governor.
Tom Brady was the biggest mask offender I've ever seen. The NFC Championship, he's the only one out there amongst camera crew, probably 100 people, and he don't care.
No,
he's definitely a Trumper, but
he is. Yeah, he probably
but he's influential too. People look up to him.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I honestly, I think if instead of, I mean, we're well over 400,000 dead, but I mean, honestly, I've become so jaded and cynical. I think we could have, instead of 400,000, 4 million dead, and so many people just still wouldn't care, and people would still just be like, oh well, I'm not dead, and no one in my family's died yet, so I'm just not gonna care.
Exactly why people buy cigarettes and all that, because we don't have sympathy until it is us. Like,
yeah,
when Jenny talks about her issues, really, I have a feeling it doesn't exactly hit home with everybody unless they know exactly what she's talking about. Or, I mean, it really does take your son or something like that getting sick. An aunt, nah, that's not cutting it. Like, It literally has to be you or your son for people to get it. And like when people go around and they have back pain, what do you usually do? What's your normal reaction? Well, it sucks to be you, right?
Yeah.
It sucks you have back pain. I have no idea because I don't have back pain.
Right.
I'm thinking. But if I threw my back out, I'm like, oh my God, look at me. I can't move, everybody.
Right.
Feel bad for me, because it does suck. And like, you don't think about it because it's not really relevant to you until it is you. That's kind of a mentality. And I think that's adding to the fact,
But I think what the reason that I've become, like, look, I mean, obviously anybody could see that we live in a selfish, narcissistic society. That's just kind of our culture. But I didn't know it was because the difference with COVID is our actions are directly, like, if somebody has back pain, there's nothing I can do to worsen or better their back pain just by knowing about it. I can have sympathy and empathy, but my actions aren't directly affecting that person in any way. But my actions and my attitudes can directly affect the spread of COVID, right? So
that's true. People could have back pain without even knowing they have back pain in this instance.
Yeah. Well, you could have COVID without even knowing you have COVID,
right.
and maybe
that's my point.
Right, and maybe you're asymptomatic and great, but meanwhile you could be passing it to somebody who's going to die, or get very sick, or maybe not get that sick, but have long-term health complications. And honestly,
you're asking a lot out of humanity, though. I mean,
but
if I ended up being asymptomatic, I'd be like, oh, good,
right.
I didn't have to get sick.
Right.
But I know I'm not because I've been tested 4 times now. So it's like,
yeah. But
and I'm pretty much sick of getting tested, to be honest, because no one else is really doing it, and it's like, I know it gets discouraging when I don't know. It just gets discouraging when that one person, say there's like a pool of water and we all got to keep it clean, but if one person jumps in, we all can't go swimming, but it's like, that one person's going to go in, and it's like, so why do I not go in?
Right.
It's just really annoying.
Yeah.
Like missing, it feels like 100% of the time something's going to let you down. And that's why you've lost faith, because if you do your part and Jenny does her part and everyone does their part, that someone's going to put you at risk though. And it's like, God, what do I do?
But I already knew that we were like that. I just didn't know it was as bad as it is. I didn't know.
We haven't been put to the test like we have.
Right. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know it was as bad as it is. If you had traveled back in time, if you were a time traveler and you came back in time,
which I am, by the way.
Oh, good. I had no idea. So if you had, if back before all this happened, if you had traveled back in time and told me that there was going to be this pandemic, and instead of everybody working together to do what we could do to get through it, you would have a huge swath of the American population who either would deny it, call it a hoax, or pretend it was just the flu, or just would acknowledge the severity of it, but just wouldn't care because they're just not capable of caring about other human beings enough to make any sort of sacrifice. If you had told me me, if you had come back in time and told me that America in the macro sense would respond to this challenge as poorly as we have and as selfishly and narcissistically as we have, I would not have believed it. I would have said, no way, dude. We're better than that. We're better than that.
In a time where we have every accommodation to stay home too.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have to do, like, can you imagine if this was 1940s? Like, what are you doing? You can only play cribbage so many times.
Right.
But now we could literally, the world is literally at our fingertips.
Yeah, we have all this technology. Yeah.
But it's still, like, for me anyway, and I get over it, but I do I do miss my friends and I do miss going out.
But like if you had traveled back in time and told me there'd be people who,
which I do, by the way.
Yes, which you do, that there were people who would refuse to even do something as simple as putting on a face mask to protect other people because they had somehow convinced themselves that it was unpatriotic to wear a face mask, I would have said, come on, man. I know we've got our problems, but that's not America. People will pull I would not have believed, and I wouldn't have believed it. It's been such a shock to my system. I've lost faith in humanity, and I've totally fallen out of love with my country. I used to be somewhat patriotic. I mean, I wouldn't wear it on my sleeve, but I've lost a lot of my sense of patriotism. I'm just so disappointed. Like, I just can't believe it.
Well, Trump was a hard one to do. Like, I told you how I took my American flag down because after the whole Mexican kids cage thing, and maybe Obama did do some of the things, but it wasn't like in your face, and he wasn't so resistant and jerky about it. And it did kind of, and that was before the pandemic. And then after that, I actually liked how Trump responded at first. I don't know why I did, but I thought he had some legs to go with, and then man, did he bite the dust hard. Oh
yeah
He shot like a 94 on the back nine.
Oh yeah he actually
he had going into the back nine.
for a minute he did seem like he was taking it really seriously, but then he felt politically threatened by it, and I think he got bored with it, frankly.
Speeches, those press conferences, like, this is not fun. Like, oh my God, dude. Could you he's like throwing a temper tantrum, a third grader who has to read and doesn't want to read in front of the class.
Yeah. It did come off that way sometimes. Yeah, it really did. That's a good analogy. Yeah.
Or that picture of him at when he was at the United Nations, of him just pouting.
Oh yeah. No, there's a lot of examples.
I mean, come on, he's gonna he's got that. He'll go down and, he'll have that.
Yeah.
His folklore will live on forever.
I think the Trump administration is the worst possible administration we could have had during a pandemic.
Oh, yeah, like bad timing.
He surrounds himself with people who don't believe in science, and, God.
I mean, I could see how, all right, so I feel like he's privy to a lot of information as president, at least. Someone told him that, it could have been China who did that. I could see why he's putting all of the blame on him. They cost me this and that, but that's the wrong attitude. They cost me.
Right.
I don't know if so I don't know. How do you handle that as a president? If you say for a fact that China did this, what do you do about it?
Right.
You don't do what he did. You don't publicly pout and ask China and stuff like that. Like, that set him back, like, miles when he did that. Any progress, anything under the, but he stopped travel for a reason. Like, he had information that it.
Oh, I agreed with him on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He took all the credit in the world.
And I don't particularly have an issue. I mean, blaming China. I don't have a problem with some of that because, this that we know of, it started in Wuhan, and we know that the Chinese took steps to try to cover up the severity of what was happening and tried to
I'm blaming China. I mean, I hate to say it, and I'm not blaming them in a harsh way. I'm not walking by someone who's, in making a slur like they did back in the day.
Right.
Never in a million years, but I am blaming whoever did this. This is BS.
Right.
This is low blow. This is not cool. This is biting and under low blows and like just Tyson biting the ear. This is Bush League.
Yeah. But then for him to, calling it the China virus and things like that. And then we see, and he keeps doing it. And then we see a rise in hate crimes against Asians and Asian Americans in the country, and it's like there's obviously a correlation there. And then at one rally, he goes ahead and he goes for a laugh. He calls it the Kung Flu, and it's like it's not an ethnic joke, dude. It's a pandemic, and people are dying.
He told that joke and he looked around like, huh? Yeah. See what I did?
Well, and then the crowd loves it because, of course, they do.
Yes, they do. I mean, the guy has experience. I mean, he knows how to talk in front of a crowd.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Just like Russell. It's like The Rock, pretty much. That pause and stare. I mean, that's not taught. That's learned over time.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby!
Like when someone's chanting racist stuff, you don't over talk them. You just let them go. Like that's all part of the gag,
Yeah, Bobby.
He needed to do that though to win. He needed to, just like Obama needed minorities to get up and vote for the first time. He needed rural America to get up and vote for the first time.
Oh yeah.
So he had to play that to win. And I'm curious. I would have loved to seen. In an aspect, and maybe my time traveler will go back and look what he would have been like right now if he had won handedly. Would he be?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's
worse.
Oh, yeah.
Or
I think
tone
so.
It down a little bit. But
no, he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have toned it down. He would have.
But there's no reason if he's not really like that. There's no reason to act like that because he can't win a third term. There's no reason to not be yourself.
No,
didn't he lean a little left in the. On the scale, wasn't he kind of not as conservative as he became?
Well, I mean, he was a registered Democrat at one time.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I never thought he was genuine in a lot of what he said and did, but I think he was playing to his audience. See, one of the great things, and this is something I've never heard anyone else really express this, but one of the frustrating things to me about the Trump presidency is I think he had a unique opportunity to be more of an independent president, even though on paper he won the presidency as a Republican. I think, because I always suspected deep down he was more liberal than he was acting. I mean, he's a New York guy. At one time, we know he was pro-choice and liberal on other issues. I think he had a unique opportunity to be the uniter that he talked about being and to really bring people to the center. And by the way, if he had taken COVID more seriously, like it looked like he was when they did that 15 days to slow the spread, I think he could have won a second term, but he chose not to do that. But I think Trump had a unique opportunity to really govern from the center instead of playing to the right. And I think in the long term, that would have won him a second term. But and I think he was uniquely positioned to do that. But it turned out that's not what he was interested in doing. He just played to the base. And still plays to the base now.
Matt, he chose to not be presidential, which automatically put him down 4 runs going into the second inning. He chose. It's like I'm stubborn. I'm not going to use a glove in this baseball game.
Right.
So now he has to make up for it. If he just acted somewhat generous, like Sununu does a great job. I honestly don't even know a thing he does politic-wise, and I voted for him.
Yeah.
And I am a Democrat, and I wasn't thrilled about his opponent. And
nobody was.
If he just acted a little bit more, just act as if he could have won 70% of the vote.
I've said that many
people voted against him because they didn't vote for Biden. They voted against him,
If Trump had acted more like Chris Sununu, he would have won a second term.
He did that to himself.
Yep.
People didn't want Biden. They just didn't want Trump at any cost. And
right.
He barely won.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people,
all that leg room he had, that wiggle room he gave up by being a douche.
Yeah, totally. I think a lot of people, they didn't vote for Biden so much as they were voting against Trump. He just made himself so hateable.
Oh, and even if you weren't going to vote, you're like, okay, I'm not voting for Trump because all right. And then a couple months go by. All right, well, I'm not going to vote for Biden. Then he'd do something again. He'd do like 5 instances where you're like, well, I have to not vote for him now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's literally like out of control.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's,
I think Nancy Pelosi said it the best. He was born on third and he acted like he hit a triple.
Well, we'll see what happens to him now. There was something on, I just saw something pop up actually on Reuters about, as impeachment begins, New York accelerates probes of Trump's property dealings. This is the biggest threat to Trump is what the state of New York does, the state of New York Attorney General's office, because he's got a lot of legal exposure. And, people are saying, sources are saying that he's very panicked over that. That's what's going to land him in prison. Nothing he did as president. It's what he did in the state of New York.
Do you think they're making him sweat, or didn't? Yeah. Like, a lot of people thought the day after he gets out they'd get him, but they've had plenty of time to build a case. I don't know. Like, you think they're just waiting to see his? I don't know. You think he can? You think he can act his way out of this?
No.
Because the more time goes by, the more opportunity he has to do some kind of deal, right?
Yeah, they're gonna
leverage somebody or whatever.
I think it's entirely. I don't say it hyperbolically. I think it's entirely possible that Trump ends up in prison. I think the state of New York Attorney General's office has been building a case in conjunction with the SDNY. They've been sharing information. I've read a lot about that. I think that Trump will be indicted. And the rest of his family as well, except maybe Tiffany, because she may be the smartest of the bunch because she kind of distanced herself from the rest of the business,
So I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, if Biden, I don't know. If Biden was, I don't know. Because Biden can pardon a state charge, can he?
Nope. And
it has to be federal.
It has to be federal, and Biden wouldn't pardon Trump anyway. But
we don't know that.
Well, we don't.
Who knows?
I doubt it. I really doubt that he would. There's nothing anybody can do to save Trump on the state level. Jenny in the chat room says maybe he should ask for asylum in North Korea. That's true. He could hang out with his lover, Kim Jong-un. They fell in love,
I think that it's not going to be as easy because Trump, I think we agree that Trump would commit any kind of crime, including the biggest one out there, to stay out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, you get the right guy in charge, you leverage him, and you just use tactics that are just beyond our even thought process. But if it comes down to it, I think he would just do what it took, and he's got the money.
Mm-hmm.
We all got that email and that text messages asking for some money on his way out. And a lot of people gave it to him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's up with that?
Mike Pelopita says, Gonzo, that your analogy of Trump refusing to wear a baseball glove in a baseball game is really good. Rocky Huber says, I don't care what my opinion is. I wear a mask to put others at ease. If you're a true American, you would care about how your fellow Americans feel. I think that's very well said, Rocky. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what it is. That's why, if you do get whatever, the immunity, whatever it is, the fact is, someone who sees someone without a mask now, it might make them feel some type of way, and it might ruin their day, and it might give them anxiety. Did he touch the orange that I touched? Just wear the damn thing. You know what I'm doing now? I'm promoting the double mask. I've been going out, and I've been prominently doing 2 masks to let people know that, hey, if I can do it, me, Gonzo, from the radio can do it. then you can too.
Yeah. Well, that's smart too, because then by double masking, you're protecting yourself as well as others, because there's evidence now that suggests that double masking, because, for a long time we were told that masking is more about protecting others than protecting yourself, but double masking may actually really protect yourself. Or if you get those, Jenny and I now, we wear those KN95 masks, which are available on Amazon. And, those actually protect you from 95% of the particles, or there's another term. So those actually not only protect others, but protect you. Snot. Yeah, there you go.
So people should start wearing. See, I don't need prescription glasses, but I wear the lens glasses in public just in case that errant shot gets in my eye, and it's just a I don't know the word, COVID, right? I think it's a COVID way to mask up and protect your face and not, be having a mask on. I think what's going to happen is people are just going to start buying up Halloween masks. They're going to wear the regular mask, and then people are just going to start going as Frankenstein or whatever. And it's going to become the norm.
Right. Yeah.
Because why not? If you saw someone at Hannaford with a full-out Halloween mask, would you really blame them if they had a regular mask under it?
No.
You wouldn't. It's the only time you can do that.
There you go.
And also, I think that ugly girls really need to take advantage of this time. Because
I've heard you say that before.
No, it's true, though. I really think they should double down on that, because we're running out of time here where we might not be wearing masks, and
right.
Everyone's trying to meet,
Well, yeah, but you can't in this. That's the irony of it. Yeah, you can wear the mask, but then
you can, but you just can't do. It's like the pretty woman rule. You can't kiss.
Ah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
You're still going to be breathing on somebody, though, I think. Well, let's before we run out of time, I do want to say hello to everybody in the Facebook live chat. Jenny is in there, of course, as I mentioned. Your buddy Gonzo, Rob Dion, is in the chat room.
What's up, Rob? Rob's my buddy.
Yes. Rob, of course, hosts Through the Stage Door here on WMNH, and also is the entertainment reporter on the morning show with Peter White. And I think Rob is going to be on Friday this week. Is that correct? Instead of
I don't know.
Thursday?
I just wait for the call. Whatever Rob wants, I accommodate.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Which I'm just happy to be back in. I literally got a test just to be back in on the morning show.
Oh, very good. Very good.
I was like, well, I wanted Daryl to feel at ease, and I mean, when I go in there, it is really, it's kind of like put the head down, you hold your breath, and you get in there, and I can see why people would think, well, still you're in there, but it is, like where Peter was sitting today. I sat on the couch actually, but I feel like we are pretty good like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a completely horrible idea. I don't know, but I'll tell you, I just it's the one thing that's kind of normal, and I you know the difference between being you pick up on the cues, and a show like this is more political. It's a lot easier to Skype and all that.
Yeah.
The morning show, it's like a big variety show in a way.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
So you never know what's going to happen, But
I didn't realize
Daryl was on board with it, and
I didn't realize until now, if I'm in just the right position for people watching online or on Comcast 97, they can see you on the screen.
Hi, Mammy. Hi, Bambi.
Very good. Brian Mackey is in the Facebook live chat. Brian, all the way from Idaho, who sent a very nice gift of chocolates for Jenny. And I may have eaten 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of those as well. So thank you, Brian.
Brian's package was not for you.
Right. Well, it was for Jenny, but it did say on the package, Matt and Jenny, or Jenny and Matt.
Brian Mackey seems like a really generous person.
Yes. Oh, he is.
Wouldn't it be funny if he's secretly an anti-masker?
No, Brian takes COVID seriously.
I know he does.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's actually not funny to even say. Sorry.
Well, no, it's not like it's a No, that's funny.
Well, you don't want to call someone.
Miriam Banish.
All my slams are accurate.
Miriam Banish is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Miriam.
Hello, Miriam. Happy birthday.
Bobby Champagne.
Birthday. But you gotta have a 1 in 365 chance that it is. So.
That's true. Oh, John Hopwood is in the Facebook live chat. John says, "Is that bum Gonzo?"
Oh, great. You noticed me. I wasn't going to type, but I guess I hit send. You should see his show. I'm telling you, he goes off. It's a whole new Hopwood. He wants to mix it up this week, too.
Oh, really? Yeah?
He wants to go after he wants to drain the sewer.
You should plug that.
Oh, Ward 13. We ambushed. What did that guy say?
You're confusing. You're confusing that with Dave Ridley, I think.
Yeah, the Ridley Report. We ambushed people in the Ridley Report.
Oh, they're very good.
No, Ward 13. I don't know. It's like it's so random. Like there'll be some religious show on, and then us, and then. But I think it's. I know it's live on Wednesday at 3:00. And the live show is the one you want to watch because that's when anything can happen.
Yeah, you can watch that live at manchestertv.org.
They can't control me for an hour.
That's right.
But I've been good. I think I have. I'm still alive.
You're still on the show, so
I'm still there.
Yeah.
Sometimes by myself. Sometimes with you.
That's right. Melanie Fedderson is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Melanie.
Hello, Melanie. Happy birthday.
Oh, is it Melanie's birthday?
It could be.
It could be. That's true.
If you say happy birthday to someone every single day, you're going to get it right.
I think Miriam had a birthday recently.
See, I told you.
Yeah. Rob Dion said, "We are learning how entitled and selfish we are as a society, and the truth hurts." Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we all need to take accountability, too, because I will admit that I'm being a selfish, I'm being a B word right now. I really am. And I'm like, but I have so much, and it's not about what I don't have. And I think we're all a little, we all need to look at ourselves in the mirror. We all need to take a good long look at ourselves naked, hard in the mirror. You know what I mean?
That's definitely a discussion for the other show. That's for Matt Connarton Unsheathed. You might have just, the words might have been in the wrong order slightly. Christian Lacoste is in the Facebook live chat. He says if President Trump hadn't had social media, he would have been fine. Yeah, social media definitely did get him into some trouble.
I mean, fine, maybe not fine.
Yeah.
It sure was his demise.
It didn't help him. Didn't help him. In the end, it didn't help him.
No, he's like, oh my God, 5 more million people and I can beat Taylor Swift for followers. I'll tell you what, like people like her and, the Hollywood people, they seem to always have it out for, they're always like Democrats really rally. But this, with the close election the way it is, if she got 20,000 people to vote a certain way, then, good for her,
Right.
It's a lot of risk putting yourself out there, putting your political beliefs out there.
Yeah.
Because you can lose half of your purchasers.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Alex Whiteley is in the Facebook live chat from the UK. Hello, Alex.
Cheerio, Alex.
Let's see. I just want to make sure we didn't miss anybody in here. Busy chat room today, but I think we
Rob Diamond behaving? Is he
Oh, of course. Oh, Angela Philbrook is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Angela.
Hello, Angela. Happy birthday.
John Hopwood said, I thought he was bailing out on me tomorrow, but you will be there for John Hopwood's program. Correct?
He knows that. I've talked to him. He's such a person. So stupid. He knows that we talk, but I don't know why he said that. He called me a jerk 4 times last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't
well, there
know.
must have been a reason. He didn't just randomly blurt it out, I'm sure.
No, he did.
He just randomly blurted out, "You're a jerk."
Like this jerk over here.
Wow.
But No, what it is? I think we were talking baseball, and you know what a baseball aficionado he is.
Yes.
He doesn't like it when I get one stat wrong. I'm like, he hit 321 for his lifetime. He's like, it's 322, but you just be quiet over there, jerk.
By the way, the Senate has voted that the trial is constitutional. 6 Republicans voted with Democrats to proceed with the trial of President Trump.
Do you think we should do this, Matt, or is this just like, what the heck?
I think we should do it. You know, there's a little part of me that's conflicted because we do know what the outcome will be. Trump will be acquitted, and I'm a little.
Oh, really? You knew this? I thought I was the time traveler.
Oh no, Trump will be acquitted. There's not enough Republicans are going to cross over and vote to convict. However, so we do know the outcome. That's a foregone conclusion, just as we did with the previous impeachment. However, you still have to do this for a couple of reasons. For one thing, there has to be accountability. That's important. And you can't just say, well, we know the outcome, so we're not even going to try. There has to be accountability. And also, too, I think for the Democrats politically, it's important to get Republicans on record.
So is it holding back from the stimulus package being passed, though? Is there a repercussion for it?
That's where I get a little bit conflicted, because while I do think it's important to do this for the reasons I mentioned, there is that part of me that says maybe we shouldn't be bothering with this because we should be 100% focused on that stimulus, getting that done.
Right. Just like when someone mass murders and they're already getting the death sentence or whatever, does he need to have those 20 other trials? Maybe. I don't know the answer.
Right. Well,
I could come up with arguments on both sides.
Right. Exactly. Well, that gets back to the accountability question, right? If you don't try and convict that person for those murders, then, you know, even though they're already going to jail or going to the gas chamber for whatever, being executed, then there's no justice for the people who were killed for the families of the people who were killed by that person, et cetera.
People lose faith in their humanity, and then their mom writes them a letter.
That's exactly what happens, Gonzo.
So we're doing this for moms out there.
Yes, for all the moms. Well, I'm going to
remember real mom, the only mom you'll call mom.
That's right. That's a little inside, but anyone who knows the reference will appreciate that.
I do. I love that.
I never called Debbie mom. Not once.
You're ugly, apparently.
Well, she is in her 60s now.
Well, hey.
I found her on Facebook.
That's not nice.
I friended a bunch of. I know.
I think people are used to me by now.
It
took a while.
It did take a while.
Took a while for me to get away with what I get away with now, for sure.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's just Gonzo being. Oh, thank God, I'm finally there.
John Hopwood wants to talk about Hank Aaron tomorrow, apparently.
Okay, great, Johnny.
He says, "Let's talk about Hank Aaron!" ! He's very excited.
Call in, John. Let me hear your voice.
Yeah, we don't get to. John doesn't call that much anymore. Just once in a while.
Why? Are you gonna go on? You gonna ever? You can Skype into Matt's show. What's the point? It's like, oh my God, stop it. He thinks that we're a bunch of cowards in Manchester now.
Does he?
Yeah, because no one followed him in his pursuit to lead. I don't know. I think he's discouraged, and I can see his point, but at the same time,
I voted for him.
I voted for him too, and I made my wife.
You made your wife vote for him?
Do I have to vote for John Hopwood?
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, man.
What about Bampy or whatever his name is?
Oh, he went right down the list. I'm sure he did.
Okay, good. All right.
I think he's on the second page, though. I bet that impacted him a little bit.
We support our own. We support John Hopwood. I always vote for John.
I voted for every Democrat except for the main.
Oh.
In the state.
Yeah, same with me. Chris Sununu was the one Republican I voted for. But he's not your typical Republican in 2021.
He's so nice. He's so nice.
He is. I feel like, but he's the type of Republican who now has become an outlier in the party. It's become the party of QAnon and Trump and conspiracy theories. And there's plenty of polling data that shows that. I saw
residual. I think it'll switch up.
I saw a poll just within the last 48 hours that showed I think 78% of Republicans believe the election was stolen from Trump. More than half, I think it was 54% of Republicans are sympathetic to QAnon.
Well, if you had a gun to your head, Matt, would you say that there was something going on?
If I had a gun to my head?
If you had to answer correctly to live, would you say there was any? I mean, I don't care if there was, because I would have cheated to get him to lose, to be honest. But I don't know. I mean, he obviously has been told something, and there's obviously something going on. I don't know. But again, he did steal it from Hillary, so whatever. It's weird that he's like, I can do it, but you can't. But.
John Hopwood says, voting for Sununu means you're a jerk. Oh, my goodness. Well, so sorry to disappoint you there. Yeah, John Hopwood is not a fan of the governor. But no, I think it's cool. It's kind of a novelty, actually, having a Republican governor who believes in science. I think we should appreciate that and revel in it.
Or we should just appreciate that he pretends to, at least, because that's good enough for me. And it's good enough for everyone. And if Trump did that, he would have won.
I agree.
Fake it. He's too stubborn to fake it.
Yeah. Governor Jim Justice of West Virginia, he's another one. He apparently believes in science, and he's a Republican. Oh, and of course, Charlie Baker, the most popular governor in the entire country, a Republican, governor of Massachusetts. Of course, being a Massachusetts Republican is, being a Massachusetts Republican.
Man, it's annoying being a Democrat sometimes. Sometimes it gets just out of control, crazy. Like I didn't sign up for this,
right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm an independent, because sometimes the Democrats get a little. When they start talking about taking everyone's guns, it's like, okay, I don't know.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the fact that they are just as shady as Republicans when it comes down to things.
Oh, sure.
Winning is the answer, and whatever it takes. And I think they had that mindset. We're gonna win. The younger generation said this. We're gonna win, and we're gonna set up ourselves now. And we to fight that warfare, we have to resort to that style as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Gonzo, we are out of time, my friend. But this has been a pleasure.
Yes, absolutely.
So
I hope I didn't get you sick over Skype, but I think we're good.
I hope not as well. That'll be.
You think Gonzo could teach me how to use that Skype thing?
I haven't heard from EZG today, and he didn't call into the morning show either. Apparently, I hope he's all right.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll go back in time and check it out.
Oh, quickly before you go, because I just saw Tom Blanchard.
All right, I'm back. He's fine.
Tom Blanchard is in the chat room. He says, Gonzo, I'm a little disappointed because I heard you say you took your American flag down.
I did, but it's up. It was up within a week.
Oh.
It was just like I was disappointed. Yeah, I did, but it didn't last long.
Okay.
I do love America. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Where else can you just do whatever you want? Like, it's just great. It's a great life, but
it is.
There's a price to pay to have it, and some people don't know that there is. That's all.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Gonzo, I'm going to go ahead and hang up, and then I'll.
Oh, Matt, I got to tell you one thing before I go.
I know the gag by now. All right. Thank you, Gonzo. And thank you to Peter White for joining us in the first hour. That was a lot of fun as well. If you missed the first hour, please check it out. It will be up, of course, at WMNHradio.org. We were joined in studio by Peter White, host of The Morning Show with Peter White, weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. with a replay from 2 to 4 p.m. So Peter's here every day, obviously, for The Morning Show, so he's already in the bubble, as we say. So we were happy to have him in studio. Basically, if you don't already know, and this is why Gonzo is joining us via Skype, we kind of made the decision Jenny and I decided this after, conversations that we had with Peter as well, that, we're kind of keeping it during the 4 to 6 p.m. time every day here. It's basically, Jenny and I obviously are in the same household. And if it's somebody who's already in the bubble on a daily basis, like Peter White or Daryl Dion, for example, they're welcome to pop in on the show. But other than that, we're just having guests via phone and Skype and so on and so forth. So that's why Gonzo was with us via Skype today. But Peter, of course, always welcome to join us. And that was fun because Peter hadn't been on with us in quite some time. So that was great. And it went by all too quickly. But make sure you check out Gonzo on Ward 13 with John Hopwood. Live tomorrow on Channel 23 if you're here in Manchester. And, of course, you can watch it online at manchestertv.org. That's it for us for now. I will talk at y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.